I've been seeing this debate on the internet the last couple weeks ever since the draft finished. Which roster in the NFC North is the most talented roster in the NFC North? Is it the Detroit Lions still? Did the Packers pass the Detroit Lions like some people are saying they did? Or is it the Vikings with their young roster? Or is it the Chicago Bears with all the talent they surrounded Caleb Williams with? I broke this down into 8 positions: quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, offensive line, defensive line, linebacker, and secondary. And we're going to go position by position and figure out which team won that position group and see which roster is the most talented roster in the NFC North. I think it's the Detroit Lions. I personally believe that. I'm a biased Detroit Lions fan, so I'm not going to put the Packers above the Detroit Lions. I think they're, even if not, the Detroit Lions got a slight edge there. And I think the Vikings and the Bears are still too young to be in this conversation. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Quarterback, I'm taking Jared Goff. It's a toss-up between Jared Goff and Jordan Love. We don't know much about JJ McCarthy or Caleb Williams, how they're going to perform in the NFL, so I'm tossing it up between those two. I'm a Lions fan. I like the way Jared Goff commands our offense, and I think Jordan Love had a good year last year. I want to see it be more consistent. That's my point being right there, consistency. Let's see Jordan Love put another good solid year together, and then he's going to have the edge over Jared Goff. But right now I'm taking Jared Goff over Jordan Love. Now let's go to the running back. This shouldn't even be a debate. The Lions had the best running back room in the NFL and in the NFC North. I understand the NFC North got some good running backs in free agency, but our defensive line is going to shut that down. We were their number one run defenses in the NFL last year. So good luck running the ball against us. Anybody else in the NFC North. So I'm taking Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery over Josh Jacobs, DeAndre Swift, and Aaron Jones. Now let's go to the wide receiver room. I'm giving this one to the Packers. The Packers have the deepest with the most depth in the wide receiver room with Dontavian Wicks, Jordan Watson, I think his name is. And then you got Jaden Reed. And then you got Romeo Doubs. The Packers are loaded at wide receiver there. They're all studs and they all ball out. And then you got to give it to the Bears. The Bears got Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. Then you go Vikings. This is the only position group right now that the Detroit Lions are really shallow in. And I wouldn't even say it's shallow. We just don't have a lot of unproven guys that I really think are going to that developed last year, and this is their shot to go show what they're capable of. So I'm putting the Lions last in the wide receiver room. And then tight end, we got the best tight end in the league, Sam Laporta. So I don't understand where this is even a debate. I'm taking tight end all day. Then offensive line, the Detroit Lions still have the best offensive line in the NFL, and we got a ton of depth behind that starting offensive line. So good luck to the rest of the NFC North when they had the better defensive lines. It's going to be a brawl, RO line. It's going to be a trench warfare every time we're going up against an NFC North opponent because all the defensive lines in the NFC North are talented. With the Bears being number one, they got Montez Sweat. They got studs all up around their defensive line. The Packers got studs on their defensive line. Rashawn Gary, Preston Smith, all of them get Lucas Van Ness. And then it goes, I'm going to say us because the Vikings are still really young to me. They lost a lot of talent this offseason with Kirk Cousins going to Atlanta. Their roster does not seem like it's going to be that talented. We'll see. Kevin O'Connell's a great coach. We'll see what the Vikings turn into this year, but they got a rookie quarterback. I'm not really sure what the Vikings are going to be looking like. But right now, I'm giving the D-line to the Bears. Linebacker also going to the Bears. They got TJ Edwards, and they got what's his name from the Bills a couple years ago that was there last year, but he's a big boy. He's a good linebacker. And just the way the Lions moved this offseason, making their secondary a weakness to a strength, I think the Lions had the best secondary in the NFC North. You got Carlton Davis, Amik Robertson, then you drafted pretty much two first-round corners, so you're pretty much locked up at cornerback position. And then at the safety position, you got Brian Branchback, you got Kirby Joseph, Ifatu Melifonwu, a little light at safety, but those three dudes are ballers, and they were making plays for us last year. So I'm going secondary to the Detroit Lions. I know the Packers have a really good secondary, Jair Alexander and Xavier McKinney and Javon Bullard now, but I really got to give that to the Detroit Lions, just the way they bolstered it this all season. So that gives me the Lions 5 out of 8 positions, the Bears 2 out of 8 positions, the Packers 1 out of 8 positions, the Vikings 0 for 8. But this is all bias. This is all opinion. I'm a Detroit Lions fan, so obviously I'm going to put the Detroit Lions above these other teams. But facts, to me, it looks like facts, and this is really what I would rank this Detroit Lions team. I think the Lions are here. I don't know. I know the Packers are young, and I know they got a lot of talent, but I can't see them passing the Detroit Lions right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Love you guys. One Pride signing out. See you guys soon. Peace.